Sorry.
Okay, so I was addicted to cigarettes, and it was something I'd prayed about for like a couple years, and I said, God, I know you're doing things in my heart. One day you'll get around to taking these cigarettes away. I prayed that for actually 2 to 3 years before it actually happened. And then, so one day, I'll try to speed it up. One day, a friend from church invited me to, they had a weekly prayer meeting at her home, and she said, Deb, I just feel like you should come. So at the time, I was actually fighting bronchitis from the cigarette smoking, and I said, well, I'm not feeling well, but maybe I'll come. She goes, Deb, I really feel you're supposed to come. This is disgusting, but I'm going to be real honest with you. I would take a puff off a cigarette, cough till I threw up, and then do it again. That's how insane it was. So I am literally over the toilet, and I said, God, if you don't take these cigarettes away from me, I'm going to die. So I decided to go to the prayer meeting. Now, being a Christian, I'm not going to mention that I've got an addiction with cigarettes. I didn't tell anybody. So a lot of stuff happened during that prayer meeting that night. It was really amazing, some of the stuff that happened. But I'm sitting there, and these people are praying, and all of a sudden this woman says to me, I rebuke a spirit of nicotine off of you in the name of Jesus Christ. Let me tell you, it startled me, really. Like, what? It's not like I felt like anything, but it did startle me. So when I get home, I just knew something had happened. And I'm telling you all, I stepped in my kitchen, I saw a pack of cigarettes laying on that counter, and I heard God speak to me loud and clear. If you smoke that cigarette, you doubt me. Do you doubt me? Now we're not talking about just cigarettes at this point. We're talking about my salvation. We're talking about everything. I got that. Let me tell you, I threw them away. I never had any withdrawal. I was done. It was like I'd never smoked at all. Amen. But there was more to the story, and I thank God for this. He told me, the enemy's going to come at you. And this is what I want you to say to him. Jesus has my cigarettes. So for 2 weeks, first thing I hear is literally, you don't think that prayer worked, do you? I said, I really couldn't tell you. But you're going to have to take it up with Jesus because he's got them. This way, I'm being really honest with you. This is the way this conversation went. Sometimes I said it out loud. Sometimes I didn't, but mostly I did. It's like, well, you just have to take it up with them. After 2 weeks, it stopped, and it never, ever came back again. Amen. So I know, and God is still delivering me from stuff that holds me in bondage. That's a lot of stuff. It may be an addiction. It could be anything. It could be anxiety. It could be worry. It could be all kinds of things that's holding us back from the abundant life that Jesus wants to give us. He said, who Jesus has set free is free indeed. We are free indeed. And sometimes when you were talking about the redeemed have to say so, we have to say so sometimes.